If you've been keeping up to date with the unintentional series that is the Justice League versus Brawlhalla, then you'll know that on average the Brawlhalla Legends have beaten the Justice League. But now they will take their first L, because I'm not going to make it just against the Justice League. I'm taking into consideration the entire DC cast of characters as a whole, and that includes villains. I originally wasn't gonna do this until it was asked, mainly because what other Justice League members could I really put to go against the legends in Brawlhalla? And would people actually want to watch it for the third time in a row? How can I make this interesting and unique? And they wanted to see the Brawlhalla legends actually lose, so here we go. Just throw in everything, DC. So I hope you enjoy. You know the procedure. We are going to pair against a certain number of characters against a certain number of Brawlhalla legends, and in this case it will be 7 versus 7. On the DC side, we will be introducing Reverse Flash, General Zod, Darkseid, Zatanna, Anti-Monitor, Superman Prime, and Eclipso. If you read this correctly, you know there isn't a single Brawlhalla legend who can pose a threat to any one of these guys, let alone actually defeat them in battle. Do I even introduce the Brawlhalla legends? They're gonna get absolutely flatlined. Okay, Petra, Mirage, you know what? Just throw in the whole cast, all 59 of them, at the time of recording this video. Because there's no point wasting everybody's time. In fact, I'll just explain everybody's powers and compare it to the legends at the end. So let's start with Reverse Flash, who can manipulate time as well as the OG Flash, and has red eyes and can literally exist outside of time. General Zod is a Kryptonian in several instances more powerful than Superman. Although he is another Kryptonian, that means he is weak to kryptonite. But someone who is like roughly galaxy level and can be more powerful than someone who can destroy solar systems with a sneeze should not be taken lightly. Zatanna is more potent than John Constantine, but if you just make her not able to speak, it's probably gonna be an easy sweep. Luckily there isn't a Brawlhalla legend capable of doing this, so we'll just move on to the biggest troublemaker now. Darkseid is. That's it. He just is. For those of you who don't know, every on-screen iteration of Darkseid isn't Darkseid. The head of all of them is the Darkseid who exists outside of everything, every reality, every multiverse, and point in time itself, controlling other Darkseids like puppets of a hive mind. Basically, if the main Darkseid actually came, he would just destroy all infinite realities. Darkseid is. Now what if I told you there was a being that could top him and defeat him in battle? That's right, Anti-Monitor. So if you're sitting there thinking, oh, but Rayman, homie, Anti-Monitor can sense dimensions and travel to them, reality manipulation, and can draw any amount of cosmic antimatter energy for his own gain. And as long as the universe he is from still exists, he cannot die. Then there is Superman Prime, who is basically the strongest version of Superman shown ever, and I didn't talk about him in the first video because, well, it's a different version of Superman who spent years in a sun. Think of it like regular Superman, but multiplied by 1 million. It would be like some guy saying, who would win in a fight, Goku or Superman? And then someone saying, well, Superman, because Goku can only go Super Saiyan 4. And then the other guy laughing, saying that this is Dragon Ball GT and non-canon Goku. But then he goes, oh, okay, and says we're gonna use manga Goku version, who can master Ultra Instinct, and then animated universe Superman who can barely beat Doomsday. And then the other guy will repeat back and say, well, that's not fair because you're not using the comic version of Superman. But then that gets confusing because there is just so many Supermen because of Crisis of Earth's comic, reiterates this. So yeah, that's why I had to use just baseline Superman. And finally, Eclipso, who I may believe is definitely up there for the top 3 most powerful beings because he defeated the Spectre, a being who is capable of holding back Anti-Monitor from universe-shattering power, and then drain Spectre's power. Now with all that being said, on the Brawlhalla side, we have time manipulators, galaxy-level threats, all the way up to gods. However, Anti-Monitor, the dark side, or Eclipso alone stomps the entire Brawlhalla cast, and there is just no debate here. Brawlhalla Legends are finished. I couldn't think of a more crushing defeat. Oh, but don't worry, we got Isaiah with a gun and Asuri with a sword. I could even duplicate all 59 of these legends 3 times in a row to have a total of 177 of them, with 3 Bodvars, 3 Petras, 3 Raymans, 3 Mirages, etc, but it still wouldn't come close to Anti-Monitor, let alone the rest of them. What I could have done though, to make this more fair, was thrown in Odin, Zeus, and all other gods in the mythology pantheon because they do exist within the Brawlhalla universe, but then the speculation just gets a bit out of hand once again and it becomes too long, so I'm curious to know what you guys think. Hi, my name is Craig, and thanks for tuning in to Craig's Cartoons. If you like what you see, be sure to subscribe and check out some other videos on your screen. And until then, I'll catch you in the next one.